A 118-story, with a massive height of 678.9 meters, the mega-tall skyscraper in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, is what the world's second tallest skyscraper looks like. Even though it was completed and opened in mid-2022, this particular skyscraper has already captured everybody's attention and surpassed the amazing Shanghai Tower to become the second tallest skyscraper in the world. What precisely does a skyscraper look like? What amazing features gives it its singularity? And how did it come to be? To receive all the answers to all of these questions, be sure to watch the video. When Malaysia unveiled the first complete image of its Merdeka 118 skyscraper, the headlines of numerous newspapers literally read, "World's second tallest structure tops out in Malaysia." The photographs, which were taken from the air, accurately captured why it was referred to as the second tallest skyscraper in the world, even replacing the Shanghai Tower. Merdeka 118 is tall, beautiful, modern, and literally so tall, so tall. In fact, the project was referred to as an iconic tower for the future by Malaysian Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob at a ceremony honoring the spire's completion. He told reporters, "This is not only a major achievement in the engineering era, but it also strengthened Malaysia's standing as a modern, smart nation." Furthermore, KL-118 was created by the local architectural firm RSP Architects SDN BHD in collaboration with vendor Katsaladis, a Melbourne-based architectural studio whose best work is the Eureka Tower, Melbourne's tallest building. Additionally, luxury housing complexes are also being built by vendor Katsaladis Architects in Kuala Lumpur's Taman Duata. Despite being sleek and modern, every element of this skyscraper has been carefully considered and even has a very significant meaning. Its design is meant to imitate Tunku Abdul Rahman's raised hand when he declared independence at the Merdeka Stadium, which is located right next to the tower. In fact, the combination of diamond-shaped designs is meant to represent the diversity of Malaysians in general, and the details clearly show how comprehensive and relevant this skyscraper is, especially for Malaysians. The Merdeka 118 presently outranks the Shanghai Tower by 47 meters and surpasses the Petronas Twin Towers by a staggering 227 meters to claim the title of the highest building in Malaysia. However, despite how incredible and unbelievable it appears today, the skyscraper had its own challenging and difficult development journey. So in essence, the Merdeka 118 development is a 19-acre plot of land funded by Permodalan Nasional Berhad, with a hefty RM5 billion, which is US 1.21 billion budget. However, the tower was still in its early stages of construction. The entire world was unexpectedly impacted and pinned down in a pandemic situation, like coronavirus. But because Malaysian politicians are so obsessed with skyscrapers and tall buildings, they continued the development of Merdeka 118, which was not well received by many netizens. Because this project was funded by Permodalan Nasional Berhad, a Malaysian government-owned enterprise, many Malaysians began to criticize it, calling it unnecessary and a waste of public cash. It was even suggested that the money, which amounted to more than $5 billion, should have been spent on better things like the country's deteriorating healthcare and education systems. Former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak, on the other hand, responded to criticisms by asserting that the project was not a waste and that it should deliver more advantages by creating business prospects. Even though it seems like a massive falsehood to conceal its development, sources claim that the project is actually anticipated to generate significant economic benefits, worth up to 11 billion. In addition to fostering economic activity, this initiative also anticipated to generate more than 10,000 job possibilities, which, truly, that's what Malaysia needs right now. So, despite hapless citizens' pleas over the years to stop building the skyscraper and instead focusing efforts on improving public infrastructure, lowering exorbitant property prices, and preserving old buildings and heritage sites, the Malaysian government persisted on its development. And today, Merdeka 118 stands at 679 meters tall in all of its glory. And if you're wondering how tall it is, consider that this Merdeka 118 is so tall that it could literally accommodate 2 Eiffel Towers or 7 Statues of Liberty. As a result, when we say big, we mean big. Merdeka PNB 118, also known as Merdeka 118, is the tower's official name. Merdeka, which translates to Independence Day in Malaysia, is the name of the tower, which honors Malaysia's independence. The tower was also formerly known as KL 118, since it's located in Kuala Lumpur and has 118 floors. Other names that would have been used in the past include Menara Warisan Merdeka, which means Heritage of Independence in English, and PMB Headquarters, because it's going to house the PMB group. The magnificent structure is going to serve as a workplace, hotel, residence, retail space, and even a place to watch the world go by. The tower's 3.1 million square feet of floor area, more than half of which will be designated as offices, will also include Southeast Asia's tallest observation deck, as well as a mall, a mosque, and even a park yacht hotel. A park and other public areas will be located on the ground floor of the larger 4-acre site. According to estimates, the VIP club is going to be located at the top floor, the 118th floor. And a sizable parking area in the basement is going to accommodate up to 5,000 vehicles. In order to be more precise, the tower is going to be broken up into 4 main parts, which can be broken down into 82 floors of office space, and, according to reports, 8 floors have been set aside for a 6-star luxury hotel, the Park Hyatt. The hotel will have 200 rooms and suites, each with a panoramic view of the city. An additional 18 floors will be used for mechanical and electrical facilities, a sky lobby and observation deck, and a 7-story, 900,000 square foot shopping mall with a whopping 320 different stores, a retail podium, 30 long stay serviced residences, and a 20,000 square foot space for meeting for hotel events and conventions are also included in the area's further division. In addition, the Merdeka 118 developments has been extremely environmentally friendly. The tower is the first structure in Malaysia to receive a triple green building platinum accreditation from local and international organizations, including the Green Building Index. Given that Merdeka 118 has achieved platinum, this means that nearly 80% or more of its construction was extremely environmentally and sustainably friendly. You'll also be surprised to learn that this is only the first phase of this enormous building's completion. The second and third phases of the Merdeka 118 are expected to begin construction soon. The Merdeka 118 is a 3-phase project that's expected to be fully finished by 2024, and the details regarding the same have not been made public, at least as of now. Nevertheless, despite its stunning beauty, the building hasn't been immune to criticism that it's received since the construction began. Today, with the project crossing roughly the $1.5 billion mark in terms of cost, the tower's expense appears to be especially apparent at a time when Malaysia's standard economy is emerging from a recession caused by the pandemic, causing income and employment challenges for millions. One Twitter user even summed up the general public's feelings perfectly. Even with buildings aspiring to be icons, we want better city infrastructure and less traffic. That's unfortunate, but we hope that Malaysian politicians will soon consider spending money to improve the livelihoods of their own people as well. Anyways, despite criticisms, it's difficult to ignore that practically everybody's been having high aspirations for this structure. The birth of yet another landmark skyscraper, PNB 118, is expected to revive the older section of the city center and push the real estate scene in Kuala Lumpur to new heights, no pun intended. The project's going to include residential complexes as well as office and retail space. All of these elements, which make it possible for people to live, work, and play, are in line with the luxury expectations of the younger workforce generation and the desire of the country to improve the living standards of the city. So, actually, it's not that bad. And that concludes our video for today, everybody. We hope you enjoyed it and learned at least a little bit about Merdeka 118, also the world's second tallest skyscraper. Anyways, before leaving the video, make sure to do the standard and leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. But until then, take care.